How do those statements, how did the Beatitudes show us both what kingdom citizens are like, but also what is promised to them?
The likeness is throughout the eight Beatitudes. Here's what his citizenry are like. You'll notice that he doesn't say mighty men of valor with good sword skills, which is what they were expecting. They sign up with Jesus, the Messiah, to bring in the kingdom of God.
Yeah.
Some people thought that meant drive the Romans out, and that means we better start working on our military weaponry.
And even Peter evidences that at Jesus' betrayal. Still.
Don't get me going. Because you don't whack off somebody's ear if you know what you're doing. Those swords are meant for stabbing, not blindly waving around. But that's another story.
That's true.
That's my first century coming out.
Indeed.
So in Matthew 5, he starts by declaring that we have the citizenship in the kingdom of God now. He grants it. Beatitudes are a pronouncement of blessing. They're not exhortations. They're often preached as exhortations, but they shouldn't be, I don't think.
Or, formulations. If you do this, then you will get this,
right,
kind of thing, right?
Those follow.
Right.
So exhortations follow. If you want them, just keep reading chapter 5 and 6 and 7. So, which is good. I mean, we are to receive exhortations to follow the Lord. But those are not them. That's a pronouncement. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Indeed. That's a statement, and the opposite of it is a curse. So it is a pronouncement, and he grants it. And that's the starting point. You obey Jesus because you are a citizen, and he's been granted that to you. He doesn't clarify how all that works yet, because it's rooted in the cross, but that will come. This is the foundation, though, that comes. Then he consoles them, because if they imagine the kingdom of God is going to come in a great rush and the consummation in their lifetime, he's saying it's not going to come in your lifetime. You're going to still be grieving, for example. This is where it can't be an exhortation. Blessed are those who are grieving, they will be comforted. You're not being exhorted to grieve. You're going to grieve. That's not an exhortation. But instead, a consolation. Yes, you're going to live your life with a veil of tears surrounding you and painful grief. But it doesn't mean the kingdom of God has failed. You will be comforted. It's the consummation.
Right.
That's where you will be comforted. So I was working with that and trying to show both the inaugurated form and the stuff that's ahead of us so that we shouldn't lose heart. Because that's a constant concern of Christ, that we not lose heart. You could say the book of Revelation really is about that.
Yeah.
It's showing us his rule and not losing heart.
Even in the face of horrific circumstances in the ancient church.